Hello everybody, welcome to Dating and Development. Yeah, hope we're all keeping well this week, that we're all good in the hood. So anyways, I know I wasn't on for a few days. I was taking a break just to relax and hang out with some friends, but I was thinking of this really interesting article on my way home, or this interesting concept, and what it is that do nice guys finish last? It tends to be a paradox that come along, but that made no sense, but according to this article, for the majority of women, nice guys finish first. Now this was a study done 10 years ago, but if I think if it holds up some merit today in 2020, then by all means necessary I'm going to use it. If I find something from 5 years ago that still holds up today, I'm going to use it. So let's get into it. Although in the dating world the phrase nice guys finish last has become something of a truism, according to a study published in very nice time rolls, the majority of women prefer nice guys to macho men. And I find this weird because my usual take is I think macho men are men who are big and burly kind of thing, they're like, men, a man's man, if that makes sense. What I always found that my experience women prefer is guys who have an edge to themselves, Now I'm not talking about a pointy thing that sticks out of them, if you know what I'm saying. What I'm really getting at is that, he's not an overly nice person. Is that because I feel like with nice guys there's there's two sides to it. Either you are actually a genuinely nice person, or two is that you have a hidden agenda of being nice just in hopes to secure in the bobs of vagine later on during the day, perhaps, or maybe in a week or two time. And guys do have the hidden agenda. I've mentioned that in a few other videos before, but I think men who are slight A to dollar signs whole tend to be more successful with women because they're not going to pander to the woman's every need. Should I say? They have the backbone. They stand up for themselves. Kind of put themselves first. They prioritize themselves. But hey, let's read on. The study was conducted by Jeffrey C. Urbaniak, there we go, and Peter R. Kilman of the University of Carolina, and published in 2003. The study was composed of two separate experiments. In the first experiment, Urbaniak and Kilman recruited 48 female college students between the ages of 18 and 23. The students were given a script to read that described two contestants on a hypothetical dating show. In the script, the two contestants were asked, "What's your definition of a real man?" and "Are you one yourself?" One of the contestants, named Todd, responded one of three ways. In one way, the nice condition, Todd described a real man as being someone in touch with his feelings and those of his partner, and someone who's kind and attractive. In the second way, the mid condition, Todd described a real man as someone who knows what he wants and he knows how to get it. In the third way, the jerk condition, Todd described a real man as someone who knows who he is, but keeps other people guessing, and someone that doesn't go in for all that touchy-feely stuff. The second contestant, named Michael, was asked the same question, responded the exact same way in every script. He described a real man as someone who is relaxed, confident, solid, and keeps positive attitude at all times. I think that's very good for being a man, because that's really holding frame. If you want to be, confident, relaxed, and solid, and holding frame, that's a real masculine trait that I do agree with when it comes to Michael, or should I say the response to script that was written for the name Michael. After reading the script, the female students were asked who they thought the participant in the hypothetical dating game should choose, and whom they would choose for themselves. Nice Todd was chosen most frequently relative to Michael, followed by Middle Todd, and finally Jerk Todd. Nice Todd was also rated as being more intelligent and considerate than other Todds. Surprisingly, Nice Todd was not rated as being any less exciting or humorous than Middle Todd or Jerk Todd. But the thing is is that you have 48 college students, so the sample of it is not that high enough. Because if you're talking 48 college students out of, a population of major numbers, then that sample is not necessarily representative as a whole. That's what I get from the statistics. But at least not to mention, these women do not know all these. I know they're hypothetical, guys, but there's a difference between, a woman reading something on a piece of paper and a woman actually experiencing it properly for herself. Now, you could say I'm wrong. By all means necessary, please comment below if I'm wrong and explain your reason why. I will read them. But I think a woman will feel different if she were to actually experience this man in person, because noticing from the experiences I've had and other people have had who I've talked to, is that the guys who are nice didn't get anywhere. They're nice guys, kind of like, okay, he's a bit boring, like, okay, he's funny in that, but I don't get the feels, I don't get the tingles because he's a nice person. Now, I myself, from experience, used to be a really, really nice guy, not with a gender or anything, but was genuinely a nice person. But then things happened with women and whatnot, and it became a bit hardened, but not in the sense that I took a few blue pills and were happy downstairs. More the sense that I've become a lot more, of a lovable a-hole. That's how I perfectly describe myself, as a lovable a-hole when it comes to women. Like, I'll joke, I'll tease, I'll banter. Like, I'll throw a bit of shade, but nothing like, in a bad way. More of a teasing kind of way. I'll be cool and calm, but I'll be able to joke along and throw stuff their way too. But not tolerate any of their crap. Beforehand, I used to tolerate a lot of crap. Anymore, it's no. I don't. Like, oh, you're such an a-hole. I was like, okay, but so what? What's your point? Good job for stating the obvious. Yeah, the sky is blue. What are you trying to prove? They go, oh, I don't like that. And then they come back for more. I was like, okay, so you say you hated it, but here you are, like, acting really feminine. What's going on? It's because you have strength, you have a backbone. You just get it. And these girls aren't actually experiencing that properly, because their feelings aren't, like, okay, I would choose on paper, it sounds good on paper, but if they were to actually experience nice thought, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he's good for, like, if I want something solid, but if I want to fling, if I want to get the hot guy, or like whatever, I'll kind of go with the jerk guy. I go with jerk Todd. Now, Michael, pretty good, positive attitude at all times. As I said, I like that. But from my experience, the guys who have an edge to them, who are a bit of an a-hole, but as I said, in a lovable way, that they tend to be a lot more successful with women. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and degrade women and put them down kind of thing. That's not what I'm getting at. It's that to have a bit of an edge to yourself, a bit of mystery, and to keep them guessing. Because if you're going to quote the likes of, Corey Wayne and that, and everything else, women are scientifically proven to be attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. And Jerk Todd says that perfectly. Keeps them guessing. Keep people guessing. And it's keeping, as bad as it sounds, those women in a sense of anxiety, of confusion. Where do they stand? With you. I'm not saying to go out and manipulate them, but I'm saying to keep cool and not to overly show your love because you don't want to scare them off. You gotta keep a mystery. Women like that. So it's really big, as in, they'll say what they want, but what they respond to is totally different. This is what this is a prime case of. Women are saying, I like this is pretty cool. However, if they were to experience it, it'd be a whole different ball game. It honestly would. Carrying on. The second experiment replicated the first, except it included pictures of the dating contestants. Okay, here we go now. In addition to the script. Not only was Todd's niceness manipulated in the second experiment, but his physical attractiveness was too. As in the first experiment, the same picture was used for Michael in every script. The second experiment also included a larger number of students, with 194 female students between ages of 18 and 25. No mention the smaller pool of 48, but I'm glad it's a small bit bigger. Lessens that margin of error kind of thing. Physical attractiveness appeared to have an additive effect. That is, the target man was chosen even more frequently when he was generally nice and more attractive, but the overall pattern favored niceness. Yeah, because it's a hot guy. You know, when was it ever the case where a woman, you know, gets with an ugly guy but he's nice? Like, personality, that kind of thing is very rare where a woman goes for a guy purely on personality. Very rarely happens. I like, it comes down to a lot of things. Look, one thing, charisma, big thing also. But the looks is kind of like more of a prize too. You know, some arm candy. But what was even this that It's a Gundam was did a video about like a Tinder experiment and was a hypergamous, do a hypergamy. I recommend watching It's a Gundam. I think he's pretty cool. Check him out. It's a Gundam on YouTube, obviously, and he did a really good video. I actually enjoyed this, where there's an experiment done. He was talking about an experiment done on really hot guys on Tinder, and there's a fake profile made of these hot guys, but the thing was they had a really shady criminal past, and like it wasn't to do with like, you know, taking nose candy or things like that. It involved like, you know, to do with bad things in children, if you catch my drift. And these women were like, no, that's fine, you're hot, I don't care because he's hot. It kind of aligns with this. Oh, he's nice, oh, I don't care though because he's hot. You know, that's what I'm kind of getting at there. I know it could be seen as a false equivalency, but it's just to kind of hammer the point home that as long as a guy is hot and everything else, you know, some things don't necessarily matter. It's his hotness, it's his status, what he can provide, his body, things like that. That's what it is. Furthermore, being nice was associated with being a desirable marriage partner, steady boyfriend and platonic friend, not a fun fling. Have you noticed that that's missing? The edginess doesn't get the emotions riled. A desirable marriage partner, you know, nice, up, happy wife, happy life. Absolute load of hooey. Steady boyfriend, nice boyfriend, great. And platonic friend. What do they all have? Nothing ignites the emotions. The desirable marriage partner, great, doesn't cause arguments. No backbone, easygoing. There's no feelings mentioned here. There's no on the hot fling. The nice guy has never seen us going for that hot fling. For students that were presented with a script that contained Michael as an attractive jerk Todd, the majority of women projected the insensitive men, even though he was more physically attractive than his counterpart. See, the thing is here as well, the women don't want to be seen as bad if they went for the attractive jerk guy, you know, because it's the accountability, that sense of guilt. They don't want to feel that guilt, so obviously they go for the other option. You know, now it's kind of like women saying, I don't sleep with guys on the first date. You know, they say, oh, I never do this, and it's happened to people I know. Happened to me once where they say, oh, I never do this, and it happened. So big difference to women saying what they want as opposed to what they really mean. That's what this study is really missing out on. Interesting little study, don't get me wrong, but still, like if there's like I found out myself, even I know I've said it not so long ago, that being, you know, I'm in pretty good shape. I've got pretty good muscles, I think, and that I do have a bit of an edge to myself. That's helped a lot more in getting women than being like, you know, being an overly nice guy, which I was years ago. It doesn't necessarily help. In terms of being a casual fun partner, though, physical attractiveness appears to be more important than niceness, and it does, and I'm glad they hit home with that fact they found out. It honestly does. Although women may prefer to be in a relationship with someone who is nice, the jerk Todds of the world will still have more success in obtaining fun and romantic partners. There we go. Thank you, study. I'm writing you a letter now. I'm going to give you a smooch later on after this when no one's looking. I'm glad they addressed that, because that's true. The guy who is being a jerk Todd, attractive. There we go, because it ignites the feely feels in them. If these men pursue women more aggressively than do nice guys, they may end up with overall dating success, especially frisky success, through sheer determination. They may be more able to talk women into dating them, even if those women cannot talk to them, would ideally prefer to date nicer men, explained Uberniak, I can't remember his name now, and Kilman. Great, yeah, they might prefer that, but it's what gets them off, because remember, women are more emotional. They think with their feelings. Not saying that women aren't logical. Women can be perfectly logical. Don't get me wrong, women can. But they're more aligned with their feelings and what their feelings tells them what is right. In addition, although most women prefer nice guys to jerks, simply being nice may not ensure finishing first. Women are likely to reject even men who are nice if they do not meet other expectations, such as sharing similar interests or having other exciting, interesting personal qualities. Niceness by itself may not be enough in a real dating context. It's not. You've got to have game. You've got to have game. You need to be able to escalate things. You've got to be bold. You've got to be daring. You have to have good levels of charisma. And the overall package presented by these men may be lacking in some way for which their niceness cannot fully compensate. So, what can we take away from this article? If you want to have more success dating and not relationships, be a D-head, be an a-hole, be a jerk, be a jerk. If you want to be nice, it won't get you as much success, but you might find a girl who can rely on you. But the thing is, niceness does not equate to her emotions being engaged. Women need their emotions engaged. That's how you keep them with you. If you do not engage a woman's emotions, someone else will. It's just like dating a woman. If you don't date a woman, someone else will. You have to keep her emotions engaged. She'll try and create a storm to throw you off. She wants to see, do you have a backbone, or are you going to pussy out and be a nice guy? Go, oh, I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to offend you. Come on, let me just massage your toes. No, because we're not doing some foot kind of weird, funky stuff. So being a jerk helps more in the dating world. Now, am I saying going out and being a jerk to everyone you meet? No, but you have to try and develop that kind of edge to yourself. You need the perfect balance, the yin and the yang. You know, a bit of niceness, but you're not someone who is a doormat. You're not. You have to have that edge to you. You've got to be able to give it back. You've got to be able to stand your ground. You've got to be able to voice your opinions, but most of all, what was mentioned there is a very good point, is I keep people guessing. What's he going to do? It gets their interest, it gets their curiosity. At least not to mention, as I said, women are scientifically proven to be attracted to men whose feelings are unclear, because they don't know where they stand with you. It heightens the anxiety, it heightens the emotions. They're going to feel more, they're going to question things, but usually in a good way. So that's my take on it. I found out from experience, other friends, being a bit of an a-hole works. It honestly does. So take from this what you will, but don't be an a-hole to everyone. That's not going to get you very far. Be kind to others. But when it comes to dating, have a bit of edge to yourself. Have a bit of mystery. And anyways, folks, that's all I have time for today. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. That's the way you can help the channel grow. We're at 8 subscribers. Really want to keep going up more. We're over 300 plays through podcasts and Spotify and everything else. That's fantastic. Really made my day today finding out we're over 300 plays, which is super. So please share the love. This is Bebo. Share the love. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Please look after one another. Stay safe. Take care. God bless. And all the best. Until then.